Have you ever heard of the Road of Life? In September 1941, German armies surrounded the Soviet city of Leningrad. They cut off all roads, all railways, even food supplies. 2.5 million people were trapped inside. The siege had begun. At first, many thought it would last only weeks. But as autumn turned to winter, the truth became clear. This was not a short battle. This was a test of survival. Food quickly disappeared. The bread rations were cut smaller and smaller, eventually down to just 125 grams a day, not even enough to fill a child's hand. People boiled wallpaper to scrape out the paste. They ate grass, sawdust, even leather belts. Hunger ruled the city. The winter of 1941-42 was the hardest. Temperatures dropped below -30 degrees Celsius. Fuel ran out. Families burned their furniture to keep warm. The frozen corpses of neighbors lay in the streets, because there was no strength to bury them. Yet, even in this nightmare, life went on. The great composer Dmitri Shostakovich wrote his 7th symphony in the city. Musicians, starving themselves, performed it in Leningrad in August 1942. The notes rang out across the battered streets, carried by loudspeakers as a symbol of defiance. We are still alive. Hope came from the Road of Life. Across frozen Lake Ladoga, trucks drove under enemy fire, bringing in flour and taking children out of the starving city. Many trucks sank through the ice, but this thin lifeline kept Leningrad breathing. The siege lasted not weeks, not months, but 872 long days. Finally, in January 1944, the Red Army broke through. Bells rang, tears fell. Leningrad had survived, though more than 1 million of its people had perished. The siege of Leningrad remains one of the longest and most brutal in history. It is remembered not only for the suffering, but for human endurance, the strength to keep going when survival seemed impossible.